is Crystal McVeigh, and I live in a small town in southwest Oklahoma.
She was molested at 3 years old.
I was disgusting and broken and filthy.
When she was 8, she accepted Christ and was baptized. She hoped that would cleanse her from the guilt and shame of being molested. In her teen years, Crystal started using drugs and alcohol and was promiscuous. Crystal was a divorced mother with 2 children. Finally, at 28, she settled down and married Virgil, and they had twins.
My name's Virgil McVeigh. Married to Crystal since 2005. We had her 2 kids, and then we had 2 more kids early 2009.
December 10th, 2009, I went into the hospital for a routine procedure, and I ended up dying.
She had died and says she woke up and
had 9 minutes in heaven, and it changed everything. And I told her that I loved her.
She wasn't breathing. And I just started screaming, she's dead, she's dead.
Code blue, we need the crash cart in here.
I remember closing my eyes in the hospital after receiving some pain medication, and I just drifted off to sleep. And the next thing I remember was waking up in heaven. I recognized where I was. I knew who I was. I knew where I was. I knew that I was falling in the presence of God. And it was this God that I had run from my whole life. The light came to me as if I was in the middle of the tunnel, yet it went on for eternity.
He called me and said, you gotta get up here right now. It was like a 40-minute drive, so everything went through my mind.
Her 9 minutes in heaven were my 9 minutes in hell.
I didn't choose to come back necessarily. He revealed to me the reason that he had allowed my heart to stop for 9 minutes, that he had taken me out of my body and right in front of him, and it was to introduce me to this person, and it changed me. I remember being so at peace and so bathed in this light and this love. Words like amazing and perfect and beautiful, they fall so drastically short. I fell in front of him and I worshiped him.
Crystal traveled with God down a tunnel toward the gates of heaven. She noticed a small child ahead of her. She was seeing herself at 3 years old. She heard her mother calling her name.
I turned away from this light to go and find where her voice was coming from. I was back in my body.
Crystal woke up in the hospital surrounded by the medical team.
And I turned to my mom, who was crying, and I told her that I was in heaven, that I was with God, and that I was in the most beautiful light, and that I was okay. That it just doesn't matter who we are, where we've been, what's been done to us, what we've done, that his love is so vast and so great that it encompasses everything, and that we have that love not for anything that we've done to deserve it, but because he finds us worthy and because he gives us the choice to choose him. The story was to include my childhood, and that it was to include who I was before I met him. What I would like people to take away when they read Waking Up in Heaven, no matter how broken and beaten we are, that no matter how far we run or how fast we think we run from him, that he's in hot pursuit, and that God is real, and that you don't have to die for him to show himself to you. There's nothing that you can do in your life that will ever separate his love from you. And I mean nothing that would ever separate him from you.